The last time we already checked out for the Weirdcore Kidcore Comic Studio and Danganronpa Stupidity Comic Studio, including Kukiran Comic Studio, My Singing Monsters, and Project Sakai. And now we're gonna be checking out with Strelitzia Winds Blow Comic Studio. Welcome back around here once again, as we're gonna be checking out with this comic studio for the most early access as well. This is actually for one of the newest things, of course, but contains more cringe than I ever seen in my entire life, because I just pretty saw one of their videos was actually something he wasn't even interested around for the earth is flat, but I'm not very sure this isn't going to be very start as well, because of the early access have emphasis on the fact that is unfinished. Let's show up some spoilers, and here we go. And there is nothing well for the sign as here. So the one of those characters, but no categories on this side, but the categories are available here. And starting with those characters such as Emma, Emilia, or Emilia, Natalia, Vivian, Ellie Grimdark, Ellie Grimdark, Cynthia, Hammer, Limau, Galamata, or Galatia, Galatina, and Blackjack. What is absolutely all of those characters with this? And we're not going to be going to do by itself for some sort of a little bit of mistake. There's no items and effects, including background images, that's still early in progress. Because this video being recorded in over 30 days ago, and which is going to be for around 34 days ago for a round of this thing. So, I might going to be taking a look one of those characters, but I don't care for those things. I a little bit for some sort of like those things. And the bad news is, I'm going to harass myself. I'm gonna be harassing myself to do this as well for the very first time. Of course, that wasn't going to be showing for some legs. It was absolutely, oh my gosh. I feel so a little bit for distressed for myself for this thing as well. I didn't get him myself as well, so there is no submitted sprites against all of them. And probably, should we add something as well? I don't want to look for one of those characters, but I'm not very things of those things as well. And because of the striking things is one of their, probably those things. This is not gonna be one of those breasts like those. I'm probably like those. Not pretty guys, but only for girls, for something that should be able to pretty add for something like, I guess. And I wouldn't pretty, I'm not very sure this isn't going to be for one thing as well. This is a closer look about the character as well, because this is pretty similar for the pre-conductor as well, so I wouldn't be able to be guessed for round itself, so I'm probably added for one of those characters, and going to add a hat as well for some sort of like a studio crossovers, and looks like Stars in the Moon Comic Studio, which is, I'm not very sure. I wouldn't be able to be found here, because I'm going to be looking without further ado as well, so we're going to be putting for about his hat on top of the head as well. So there's the hat from it really was, and definitely looked like a conductor as well. So it definitely looked like a conductor as well, and that was seemingly pretty looking good as well, and including around here as well. And I'm probably sure that Ellie Grimdark, or Ellie Grimdark, was actually for some sort of a little bit of devil. And the three characters were their guests, cringe guest as well. So I don't want to look for just a little bit of lot time as well. So this is actually for some sort of Genshin Impact reference, including one of their characters with like some sort of Genshin Impact reference was actually real. It's totally real for around here for something like, I guess. And what about for some sort of like this as well? And where should we going to be included around as well? Total Drama Island. And I'm gonna be probably to do so as well. By using Chef Hatchet as well. We're pretty probably sure that we're added to one of their things as well. And see this why. Yep, that is absolutely Chef Hatchet. Right over here. And then we add one of those South Park characters from Caminos and Celebrities, and because like one of their businessmen for something like it else, and especially there is a trucker behind of this thing as well. And before we're gonna be end of this video, that we probably never be able to be saying for around here. So there are any more sprites and characters might able to be coming very soon. And because this is actually for the most early access things like ever to do this, and it's being owned by QLL Scruffy FOX, which means QLL Scruffy Fox, and I'm probably going to be that perhaps that is absolutely going to be it as well. So, and I'm afraid this comic studio that can cost around to be at the age of 18 years and up to access this comic studio according to the guidelines as well. So if you'd like to check it out of this comic studio but contains a little bit cringe, like was similar of some sort of Genshin Impact reference, and it's going to be linked in the description below, including the main website that is recommended for all ages and probably like many other kinds of views to do so. Then also, thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be see you in another 2 days or something. But I wouldn't able to be added more characters or something, and let's see for the full view. And because of the information is currently unavailable, and also here 2, here 3, another thing is absolutely for the info currency onto the bottom that some kind of cringe characters as well. Including this, there's no information around here as well, and a full body around here as well. There is another no information around here, and also this, maybe this, and oh my gosh, that was all things I've currently unavailable for this one, but I wouldn't able to be finding out for some Google search as well, and that is all. It's about for some sort of over 7 minutes as well. And that is could be the end of this video for something as well. And because of no information is absolutely being found for all of them as well. And the hot users is the new Cookie Run studio, comic studio as well, by this user. The WAAAA by for some sort of this one. Oh my gosh, that must be going to be, let's check it out for user comics and see there is absolutely for less of them as well. So that says here I'm working here as fast as we can as well. So the most of those things have just a little bit earlier for just something as well. So that is all that we just absolutely guess, and we got some sort of drafts like anything it goes. So, that is probably the end of this video, once again, that I just already said. But I think that is absolutely pretty cringe things as well. So, I'm having enough for some sort of a little bit of cringe things as well. So, am I going to be move on to the next one as well, instead of looking anything as possibly now. So, this is Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll probably sure that I'm gonna be talking to you all later as well, mini lads and guys like these. I'm probably saying that is all later for something to do so as well. So I'm still going to be feel such a speechless man or something like, I guess. So I'm having enough for just saying for speaking too much out loud. So That is all that I just absolutely try to guess, but you know what to do.